Welcome back to Captain of Industry. This is episode 32, and I'm starting with this overview of our current situation because I just think there's no way I can upload on YouTube without or I can't make content that is watchable when I don't do stuff off cam at this point. I love terraforming. I want to do the terraforming. I think it's the only way I really can do it. Now, I kept terraforming here. I did some new designations and stuff here. I will have to work on this in a second. I just wanted to let you know before I do it. So, we are keeping to go forward here. I will cover this with dirt in a second too. We are working on making this area flat because there's no way I'm gonna be able to terraform it down to the correct height from the beginning. We should set up this mine, or we have the option of setting this up. It's very quick to set up. We can just put it here. We can put disorder here or here. We will be able to bring it with trains, whatever. We are running out on trees. I'm not sure if this was last time I was recording, if this was already empty. That's why I expanded this even further. I'm also not sure if this was already. I was lacking saplings, so I upgraded those greenhouses. I could not yet upgrade this one because, well, it's very expensive to do at this point. I actually could do it again. I want to run 3 of those large greenhouses. I'm running them with a with the grass in between. Water seems to be fine for now. Also, this one I upgraded, and this means we can put all of them to the basically best situation for wood, but they also need quite a lot of saplings and a little bit more space. But as you can see, this saved me from power problems, and coal is also recovering now that we have all those buckets there to get the resources. Now iron is also a little problem because there's a lot of stone mixed in generally, but this should also be now fixed. And what I also did, I tried out streaming yesterday, so I added this recyclables belt here. So we have a belt that can take recyclables in, and so we will be able to run this plant on iron scrap too, not just on fresh ore. I also tried to make them these other furnaces. That's sadly not a thing that is working. The blast furnace, if we replace them, it works from the footprint basically, but it does not work from the inputs. We need coal. We will basically need a coal belt in here, and we just don't have any space for that. Like, we cannot bring in coal in here in this design, so sadly that's not really an option, which is a bummer because we cannot run this thing until we have stable power, which probably will mean nuclear. I actually thought about doing this today, but I'm not sure if I will be able to get to it. What I will do now is I will rebuild this area a little. I think I will have to move this to maybe here, just to have this a little bit more central, and then I will probably also rebuild those, which means we get some parts back. Because we really need to get those back because we are running very low, and so we can build more. I'm thinking about setting up a third one and then bringing belts to them, but I'm still not sure what I'm gonna do with the edge here. And for now, that's also not the most important thing because we still have all this area here, which we can use for putting ships. What I also thought of upgrading, or actually doubling this, to trade more wood into corn and then make animal feed out of it to burn it instead of burning the wood directly, which would be more effective, and we also do have enough unity, even though I am giving them 25 household goods, which I cannot do for a long time, as you can see here. We do have a lot of problem. Also hydrogen, these trucks, because they now have to run for a very, they have to run very far. So they are drinking a lot of hydrogen. So I have to keep an eye on this. For now, it seems to be okay. It seems to keep up. The problem is actually not the hydrogen production itself, even though we could start another one. It's actually the fuel gas production, which I cannot really scale. There's not really a way for me right now to really scale this up. Even though I would like to, it's just not really possible, even though we can do this, so we'll have a little bit more. Yeah, but it's not really possible for me to scale this up. So I should probably also rebuild this at some point. Also, I'm running out of time here. Maybe I will take some more time also off cam to do that, but I would also like to record it, so we'll see. We are going forward on the research, which means we will have plus 30 vehicles in a few minutes. So that will mean I will probably get some more large ones, but I will also have to get some more smaller ones, and I would like to get some more harvesters and planters, because we depend on those right now. Ideally, I get so many, or ideally I can produce so much wood that we can support our coal via coal makers. I'm not really concerned about pollution at the moment. Our health is very good, even when we have sickness or anything. That is no problem. So yes. What I also thought, maybe digging all of this out and moving it to another place via belts and dumping it on the ground again, just like I did here. I just don't like digging up things more than once. So yeah, not sure which way I'm gonna take there. Yeah, so that's the status quo. So I will keep you updated, and I hope you're staying with me. Okay, we officially recovered. We are doing great progress here. We are currently doing this edge here. They are, even if it's a slideshow in this speed, as you can see, they are starting to fill this up with stone from here. The dirt is getting brought, and we do get some ground here. We're making a lot of space. What I'm actually thinking is I'm gonna square this off and then dig all of this material and just dump it here and make this a flat area. So that was a plan. I don't know if that's a smart plan, but it's one. We have low supply of concrete slabs here. That's weird. Why would we have low supply of concrete slabs? Maybe because you're not fast enough? I don't know. There's no reason to have low supply of those. We also do have a lot of... We could actually start to put some more boxes here. Why I want to do this, you ask? Well, at some point we're gonna pave everything, and yeah, we're also for some reason now good on this stuff again. I upgraded those so they will unload and load a little faster, but yeah, no need for it, I think. We are still kind of low on wood, which is just a problem of like, yeah, the distances and it's just a mess. It's just a mess. But what I'm actually thinking we could do, I need to check this in a second. But what we actually could do is put a belt from here to down there, and just see just use basically this for our contracts mainly and just do that. I don't know. And this will be our harbor area, and then production will go inwards, basically up to probably here. I don't think we're gonna terraform this thing away. That's gonna take a while. Well, I'm gonna try, and I'm gonna start doing it, but I will not finish it, I think, for a very long while. They are driving along here, so what I'm actually thinking we could do is we could concrete, or we could start to concrete stuff. But now I just put more boxes, so there's no real need to do that. But as you can see, we're producing that concrete. We could produce it more efficiently with another setup. I will though have to see if I want to do this. We are continuing to go forward here. Yeah, all of this just takes a long time. And also, yeah, it takes a long time, and we're going step by step. Also, what I like to do now that we have enough unity again, I think it will make sense to start up this one, so we can actually get some more vehicles. And yeah, in general, just go a little further. If we get to this, I will rebuild the concrete plant. So yeah, that's also something. And then it's probably time to actually rebuild everything. Make sure we got enough power, and then we can go look into aluminium and all of that fun stuff here. But I'm already skipping stuff again, I think. So yeah, we'll have to see. We'll have to see. We are again low on copper. This is this was a problem at all time. It's still a problem. But since we're not using any coal on our power plant here, we're much better on coal. So we'll have some more time. And what I'm actually thinking, what we should do, we should also start to think about a power plant, which, for the transition to nuclear. Because yes, nuclear is not even that hard to set up, but this one needs 4 megawatts, and we need, what is it exactly? I'm not even sure what's the exact ratio, but we need a few of those to run this full time, and 4 megawatts is a bit of power. So yeah, we'll have to keep that in mind. But what I certainly will do, I will probably, will I dig everything up here? I mean, we could. It would certainly be fun to do. And then here, the thing is, I would like to dig as much as we can up, and then I will just cover it up again. Oh, this is very much annoying me, but yeah, we'll not get rid of it. Yeah, but we still got some time in the episode, because I did a lot of cam. Quite a lot of time has passed for me, but not for the episode, I just noticed. So yeah, I was talking about nuclear. Let's think about how this would work. Because if we, what is the difference between power levels? Let me read this here. I think this here. Plant can be set up to effectively provide up to 90 megawatts of electricity when running on full power. And 90 megawatts. So how does this look? So we need to put in fuel. We need to put in a lot of water. And so those are, that's what I don't get exactly. So we do have this recipe, but power level. Drag to set the desired power level for the reactor. The selected level determines the heat generated, directly impacting steam production and fuel consumption. All heat must be utilized. Excess will accumulate and may eventually cause the reactor to overheat. Basic reactors lack automatic power regulation, meaning their output remains constant. Okay, so can we not see the exact numbers here? But basically we can already think about how the... Let me check that we are not doing stupid stuff here, but this seems to be working quite nicely. We are still dumping out here. Okay, yeah, so we need to enrich uranium. Where will we get uranium from? Probably a contract. We do have uranium on the map over here, but I just don't think that's worth it to go here. Eventually maybe, but we do have very cheap contracts. If we look at those, we do have iron ore for uranium, not my favorite one. Food pack for uranium, that's also a quite expensive one, right? Wait, let me... Food... Can we already make them? Yes, we can. That would mean we would need to get a lot of bread and some meat. Oh, we do have excess eggs. I don't think we have excess bread. Maybe we actually do. How's bread looking? Yeah, we could try this one. But I would rather have one that is... Well, let's see. Can we upgrade our ship some more? That would also be... Yes, we can do this. Where is our ship even? Can you come home, please? Go home. And yeah, we'll upgrade it, and then we'll try to search for the lost settlement. I think we're still missing one. But yeah. Sausage production. Hydrogen ship. Yeah, there's the other weapons. They are very deep. Are they behind space research? They are. Interesting. I think we need to go to space before we... Oh no, orbital research is here. Space research points. Unlock. Okay, so that's something else. Okay, I'm not sure, but yeah, it's gonna take a while until we get that. And we need to get uranium from somewhere. We could also look into gold. Can we get gold or something? Can we get stuff easily? Also, like, we have to look into iron. Server production could be something. Copper ore, that's not gonna be the one we use. Or vehicle parts 2. Now, vehicle parts 2, they cost quite a bit of copper and iron. Is it less? Well, yeah, I think it's less than... Wait, let's also look for the large modules. So we need 600 vehicle parts for 8,000 iron ore. Well, that will work, will it? Where are you getting your stuff from? Yeah, we definitely want... I'm not sure why they are using that much rock. Do we not have... Can we do this? You should definitely see some stuff coming in. Well, they are, but we still need some rock there. That shouldn't be a huge problem. We're low on water there. That's not a problem either. Do we want to look into nuclear? I mean, if I look at the contracts, it could actually be worth it to build a bridge here. It could definitely be worth it. Can we start... Well, it's not that much. Do we have uranium somewhere else where it's easily accessible? There's some uranium here and here. Well, we're not going here. We cannot use ships on our own island, so Yeah, I think contracts it is. I don't know. So we would need to have a nuclear reactor, and we need to get uranium rods, which are made from enriched uranium and steel. Enriched uranium is made from yellow cake and hydrogen fluoride. Hydrogen fluoride is made from acid and rock, so that's definitely not a problem. And yellow cake is made from uranium ore powder and acid, and gives us toxic slurry, which we need to filter. Yeah, but still, that recipe isn't that complicated, and there's a lot. Oh, so we have nuclear reactor 2. So we probably want to design for this one so we can upgrade it at some point. But yeah. But this makes 2, this eats 2. Is this on base level? That's my question. If we look at this, 1.5. So no. So it's probably power level 0 is 0.5. Then 1, 1.5, 2. Or 0 is 0 and this is 0.5, 1 and 1.5. We would have to look into that in a sandbox mode. That's actually, I think let's do this, and let's look into nuclear. And here we are in our world. Let's see, nuclear. Let's take one of you. And we'll not be able to go this one, but we can go this. This one is our first one. We probably should go for the design of this one. And let's just put both down and let's see. So you do have a lot of, let's look into you. So you have uranium rods. What? Mox rod, okay. So uranium 1, and then this one will give us, okay, so it's 0.5 power level 0. And then here, let's just put all, let's connect everything so we can actually see what's going on. So we'll have some rods, uranium rod. We'll have some, what is it? Unit sync. Yeah, it overheated. Okay. You will delete this, and then we'll have, can we turn you off? Paused. Fluid. And we'll just, for now, dump all of that steam. And we'll put in fluid source, we'll put in water, just so we can see the actual recipe. You are water. Let's see. So now if we put you on, so we do have fuel in here. And now, basically we are on 0, 0, 0. So we're not using anything. If we go to 1, then we are using 0.5 and we're producing 96, and eventually we want to go up to this one where we are using 1.5 rods, a lot of steam, and we're also producing a lot of spent fuel, which we have to take care of. Okay. And yeah. So we have to think about a lot of things here. This will also be our water production for the island, probably. What is the difference? So if we, so we can turn you off, and then we should be able to upgrade you. Okay, so we'll copy this over, and we'll delete you, and we'll upgrade you, and just to see the difference. Automatic power regulation. So, oh, so we can Automation will not exceed the maximum power level set on the slider and cannot drop below the first level, always keeping the reactor running this system. Okay. Okay, so this one will, on max level, take 2 uranium rods and will produce an enormous amount of steam. But otherwise, the recipe is the exact same, except we can also feed MOX rods in here. Which I guess we should... Well, where are we? So this one is the nuclear reactor. And then here... We can already research that, right? So then we can do the recycling thing. Or the... Yeah. So we can get the nuclear rods, the MOX rods. Okay. But our enrichment plant... What's the difference here? So this is just a very non-efficient... I think we should not care about that right now. We should just look into this one. Just look into this one and see what we can design here. So let's... Oh, reactor is not off. Yes, pause. That was stupid. That probably killed a few people. Okay. Radiation. Yes. Okay, now can we delete you? Good. Okay, so we need... Basically we need this, and we have a lot of water and stuff incoming. So I think we will have a little storage here. This one is not... Uranium rods are not problematic, right? They are... radioactive waste is coming out here. Okay, let's delete all of this stuff. We're not caring about water right now. So we'll have you, and can we copy paste this with the planning mode on? Okay, so we take this, and we can. And we definitely don't need you to be fast. Okay. And then we have the spent fuel, which is problematic if we have it in large amounts. So yes, we'll have to figure out where to bring this. But it's always the fastest belt, and it's going somewhere. And then we have a maximum of 1.5 per reactor. So that means, can we make exactly 1.5? So that would be 3 of those. Oh, that's a lot of things. So we take this one because we don't have the other recipes, and we'll have 3 of those. Probably like... Now I'm thinking I kind of want to make this tileable. But if we have this belt here, it's kind of messing things up. Or we bring it along here out, and we'll do the water. Yes, that could work. So we'll do something like this. We'll remove this. And we'll keep you connected here. And then we'll have the water and steam on this side. And then we'll also take you to here. And we can connect this up like this. And then we have the... we have those. And where's the outside? So you are out. So we'll do something like this. And we'll have the... Oh, no, wait. We'll have to think about this. So you are fuel rods. Uranium rods. And how do we make the uranium rods? Uranium rods. We make them in an assembly, not in an assembly 3. And it can make 2. So that's fine. So we'll put you here, I think. Something like this. And we'll take you and we'll bring you in here. Just to keep this compact. And I think we'll also have to think about the steel coming in. Steel is coming in here. And probably going along this to the input. And wherever that's gonna be. And then you need enriched uranium. You need 1.5, right? Yes, because we need a maximum of 1.5 in a running reactor. Can we get you running? You don't have enough fuel. Where were our other tests? I destroyed them again, okay. But we need a 1.5. So 1.5 here, so 1.5 of those. So that's 1.5. So we take you. And then we'll also have... So we'll also have that stuff. And now, how much is it? It's those are incredibly small amounts. So we can bring you. And we could technically put them above each other. So we'll take you, and you will go out here, and then we'll bring you. Can we delete you? Can we go from here to here? And so yes, this works. So we can bring them in here. Now the question is, that's not gonna work. So we'll have, so yeah, I built it correct. So we'll go like this. We'll go all the way around here and in here. And you will go from here to here. And you will connect in here. And we'll have the uranium connect up in here. So that should work. Something like this. And out. Now we also have the hydrogen fluoride and the yellow cake. How do we make the yellow cake? Yellow cake we made from acid and uranium ore powder. Uranium ore powder we get from powdering uranium ore. That makes sense. How much do you need? So you need 3 each. That is annoying, to be honest. Well, to be honest, what we should probably do is we should build a dual reactor system. Something like this. Because then it will work with the yellow cake, and it will also work with the enriched uranium. No, not really, actually. So you cannot do it, so you will have to do it. Where is it now? Now I lost it. Here. Yeah, let's not overdo it. Let's not overdo it. And so you will produce yellow cake. So we'll need 2 of you. And we'll need 2 of you making this, and we'll also need 3 hydrogen fluoride, which we also make here, right? And that makes 12, so that's more than we will ever need. Do we need hydrogen fluoride for anything else? We need it to make anesthetics. So what I'm thinking, we should maybe just put this elsewhere on the map. Or we'll just have an export. Yeah, we'll just have an export one. So we need those. You all need acid. How much acid will you need? Well, okay, so this will work. And now how much acid? You will need 24, 30 acid. So let's see, 30 acid is able to be made by 1 mixer. And that is gonna be the acid. And then we have to get rid of slag and toxic slurry. How do we toxic slurry? We will get rid of this by dumping it, which is probably the worst thing you can do in the game for water pollution. Or we take it into a water treatment plant. So water treatment plant, which needs filter media and brine. And we'll make water. Interesting. Okay, let's see if we can fit this into a small footprint down here. So I think you are the easiest. You just take water, which everything here takes. So that could even just come from over here. We'll just bring a water line down. Let's see. Water. Does anything else need water? Not really. This one also needs water and some... No, this will make water. This will actually make more water. No, this will not make more water because we don't need all of it. Okay, so we'll take this and we will put it here because this only needs sulfur. So let's expand. Can we please? Let's expand this and this. And because that's all our things. So we'll get depleted uranium and we will have to have steel imported. And now we need water, which we will... Let's bring this as close as we can. Something like this. So we will need sulfur, which we get in from here, and it's not a lot, so that's no problem. So this is sulfur, and we need water, which we will get from... From where will we get this water? I think we will get it from... from going here, here, and here, and then we'll go around here, and we will go here, go down, and then go all the way around here to here, and we'll turn you around. So you will bring in the water. No, water needs to go in there. Yeah, that still works. That means we'll get this, and what did I do? Can we take you again and rotate you? So this one, let's see, so you take in... No, I don't want a connector. I would like to have incoming port. Okay, then we'll turn this around so it works. Yes, so now this looks better. So we'll take you and we'll bring you in there for the water. And we will get the acid out here. And acid needs to feed in all those. And we have the uranium powder. So let's get those as close as we can. And we need to take them, and outputs are gonna be there. So I think, wait, so we can do this. Wait, you need uranium, and you need rock. Let's get this done first. So we need 2 of those, and you will bring uranium in from here or wherever, we'll figure it out. So you will bring in uranium, and you will get your, yeah, we can just take one of those pipes, and we'll bring you here and down here and here and here and here, and then go over. Okay, then that's not gonna happen. Okay, and we'll do something like this here. Can we? This is annoying. Okay, something like this. Let's see. And now we can connect it here. So that should be the stuff here. So you're making acid, and you also need to get stone. Now I'm thinking about crushing this. So it's crusher. How much are you doing? You're 32. How much do you need? You need 36. So we're probably better off with one of those. The problem with those is they are quite big. But that's still okay. Wait. So we can bring you. We can put you here. If we get rid of this, we can put you here. We can connect this up here. And we can put that stuff in, and we can still get some stone in here. That should be fine. So we'll have hydrogen fluoride and the slag. Now the slag is gonna be interesting. Can we actually just flip you? Yeah, so the slag is coming out somewhere on this side. And we also need to get you in here. I just want to try and keep it as slim as possible, even though that's gonna be a problem later anyway. So yeah, I think we're gonna put you somewhere here, but we'll see. Wait, so the yellow cake is coming from here. So let's actually just take you, and we can just bring you along here and put you in like this. And the hydrogen fluoride will come in here like this. Like this. And the toxic slurry has to go somewhere. Okay, so this was probably fine. And then we take toxic slurry in, which we could do here. And so let's take this one in here, and you can connect here. How much is it? So we need you to be a little bit bigger. How much of all that stuff? That is fine. Okay. So we do have some more slag output here. This is actually 60. So we need a little bit bigger pipe, sadly. That is water, so let's bring you here. So you are slag output. We also have to think about this brine here. Where are we getting that from? There's gonna be water pipes running along here anyway. Or, yeah. So this is getting very long. So how much brine do you need for about 70? So this is all, so you basically need 18 brine. You need 18, right? You said 18. So we could take this one. Now this is getting starting to get cramped. I just thought, well, maybe that could work. It could also work if we will have some desalination ones. We'll have those here. So that could also work. So we'll just put those here, or starting there, and we'll put those here. And yes, we'll just do something like this. Or we try to fit it in here. Let's see. So what do we need here? So we need some steel. How much steel is it? Not a lot. So we're fine with a small box. So we'll have a small box of steel. We'll have something out. Depleted uranium. That's gonna be probably a lot. Question is how much actually. No, that's not a lot too. So we'll have depleted uranium out, and we have something else in, sulfur in. I think those 6 sulfur are also gonna be okay. Okay, and sulfur is here. And we will have to have some rock going in there. How much? 12. I don't know. We will figure it out if it will work at some point, but okay, so wait. So we'll have that stuff going in. We'll have some rock going in. That should also be fine with this one. And we'll have some filter medium. Some filter media and a lot of slag. So you are gonna be filter media, and probably slag is what we got the most of. So you're doing this one. 72. This works perfectly. 70. And do we have something else which we... Yeah, the slag. It's a lot of slag. We could make the slag... Can we make the slag into something? So we can like get rid of it a little? No, not really. So we need to get rid of it. That's actually a lot of boxes here. So we'll have the slag like this. What are you? Aren't you the sulfur? No, you're not the sulfur. Let's not think about those boxes right now. And the brine. So yeah, wait. Let's think about the rest first, and let's see. So we'll figure this out here. But we will get water out, which we will feed. I think let's just think about what we will do with the steam, because that will be interesting. So that's a lot of steam, right? We said, how much steam is it gonna be? Why are you now paused? Oh, because we took those away. So unit source and unit sink, and you are those rods, and you are a sink. So let's do this again. Let's just see the numbers. Why are you not running? Oh, there we go. Okay. So it's 288 steam. That's a lot of steam. So we will get water in here with multiple outputs. Question, what if you stop? Then we will get a lot of steam out here. 270. So yeah, the maximum of steam we get out here is 270, but that should not happen in a normal situation. So we probably want to have do we want to have how do we want to do the water intake here? So we'll have a large water. I think we agree that we want one large buffer here, like this. No, let's take it one back. And you are water and water. And then we probably want a small storage here. Where are we getting the cooling water from? That's what I'm asking myself. I want to keep the footprint as small as possible. I think we don't actually need the cooling pipe at all, so we will go like this. And no cooling is a dangerous thing to do. Let's actually put you over. Can we actually just get a small one in here? Something like, let's get rid of you again. You are the... So if we take you here, and you're a big pipe going from here, up here, over here, and into this one. Now that should not connect to this one, ideally. Because you, yes, you are basically emergency. So we'll call you. We'll use the HTML tags again. So we'll use color equals red and reactor overheating, and we'll do color, something like this. So that means we do have, we do have an alert if this one is getting low. I sadly cannot, yes I can. As soon as you are not full anymore, you should be full at all time. So then we have a few different systems. So we do have this one which fills up this one, really an important one. So you are filling up the emergency system first, and then we also have some smaller systems. So we take water out from here, something like this. Can we not do this weird thing here? So we'll just go up again, because you are kind of important. So we'll go up once, up or down like this, and then go up once, and we'll go like this and up once again, and connect you up here. So that should work. So we'll have that water, and now we have a lot of water being able to be put. Let's do this and this. And that looks very ugly because there's this, whatever that is, in there. So can we take you, bring you over here, to here, and now to here, or maybe not, and just enable snapping again, like this. So we'll have that water come in here. So that seems like that's a good way of doing this, and we'll still have the dangerous material coming out here. Now we have to pay attention what's going on here, because we can't have too many elements on this belt. So that's also why I'm using the fastest one. So that should be water for everything. So water will be going into everything. And if this one will get low, we'll also put you will be also be water, and we'll also have an alert on this one with the same color orange. Reactor water level low, something like this, and that should work. And then we will figure it out here. So we will be how much steam in total are we getting out of this system here? So we are getting 288 steam out of the system, with an additional one from cooling of around the same thing. Now we should not rely on cooling, but what did we say? How much was it? So if we take this one away, how much steam are we getting? Around 270, so around the same level. What if we have stuff here, but we cannot bring steam out here? Then it's also overheating. So yeah, so this system is very critical. Now 270 of steam, venting off 270 of steam is a lot. I mean, we can just vent it completely. That would kinda make sense, but we should probably also... So we could just put this one here. So this is the emergency vent, because we will never use the system basically, but we need the time to basically... If this one is not doing anything, we need to be able to come and shut it off. And yeah, we can later test that if that actually works. So yeah, so I think we will just vent it. It's the best thing we can do here. In general, we wanna vent everything that is too much. So can we? No, we cannot put a balancer directly. 277. We do have a 450 pipe, do we? So that's probably the one we will use from now on, because 270 and 270 is more, but we are venting this one. Let's actually put this in a place where it's less annoying. For example here, because this space is not used anyway. So far at least. So let's put this here. This is our emergency. Can we get this up? Can we get it up more? Nope. Okay, then let's not place it here. Even though we could do something like this, go up and over. Like this. Over here, along here, and then down again here, just because it looks very cool. Okay, so that's our emergency system. Yeah, okay, so water is coming in. We'll have to redesign this here. So basically water will come from the desalination here. And this basically is a closed loop system basically. Okay, so wait. We can get a lot of water back from cooling towers. generally. So what did we say? 270 on max power. We do have 288 and we get 75% back. So 288. Is it 288? Hello? 288 times 0.25. So that's the water we need all the time to feed into this loop. So we need 72 water from desalination, and we will use the depleted desalination, this one here. And to get 72 of this, right? 0.5. So that's the water we lose. To get this, we need 3 of those running constantly. That's basically what we actually need. And to put 288 divided by 96 divided by 96, that means 3 towers are required, if I'm correct, to get or to put all this steam through. So yeah, we'll have to build the whole thing, but generally we probably want this one for pipes, and then we'll take you, and you will also be water that we need to feed into this system. So we'll do something like this, and we can put you one over. So we need at all times, I will put down a, yeah, because we don't need that much water. So we'll take you and you will go here, and we need at all times that much water. Let's go here, up once, over here, down once, and in here. So that's the water from cooling. Okay, and we also need, that's 72, so we can make this a little smaller pipe. And we also want, no, we want an even smaller pipe for this one. So, oh no, that's dangerous. So we'll not do that, because we'll put it in here. So we'll have a balancer, the first one, in here, which basically takes this as an input priority and takes you from, can we fit all the energy stuff in here? So let's see. Where is our power? General. There we go. So we do have those, and we do have super pressure turbine. We don't need that one. We don't have that one actually. We have those and those. And generally we can put 84 into a high pressure. So divided by 84, so that's 6 of those. That's a lot. So we'll have one like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, I think we need to put all this whole system a little further down, because I definitely don't want to make this wider than it needs to be. And then one of those is going to feed into, oh, actually into 2 of those. Oh, we can also stack, wait, what's the max mechanical? Do we have a, yes, we do have one of, we do have information here, coal power plant. Do we know what the max shaft power is? I don't think we know that here. Yeah, I don't know what the max shaft power is, so I will have to figure this out, and I will be back once I have figured it out. Okay, the maximum I think is 72 megawatts of mechanical. So yeah, I just divided it by 2 basically, because if I put one long it would work, but yeah, we would go over the 72, and then it would just be a small second shaft. So I put both to the same amount, and I think like this we are actually pretty good when it comes to this design. Now we got the low pressure steam, which we will feed in here, but I also want to have the possibility basically to say, hey, I don't want to use that steam for I don't want to just put that steam into the cooling towers. I want to use it for desalination, because it gives me basically more water than we put into the system. So that's what we are doing here, and actually the brine that we get from this will at some point be able to sustain this wastewater treatment. So we just have to give it brine in the beginning, and when it starts to run, it will run forever basically. This one will run forever, so we don't have to provide brine. So that is actually a cool thing. So we will get, probably we want to put a pipe balancer here, which all the steam is coming into. So we will take you, and now we have to pay attention to what we're doing. So we'll put you here. We have to take the right size when it comes to the pipes, and we will go down to here. And that's the wrong one. That's exactly what I mean. We have to do the right thing. Like, nope, not this one. Yeah, you see what I mean. I will try to figure this out and make it more compact, and yeah, and we'll be back. Okay, I think this is my setup. It's very cramped, and if I look here, you can't really see a lot of stuff. But let's try and start it up. So we need, for this system to work, we need a few things. We need a way to get steel in. So we'll have steel here. Steel. And if I unpause everything here, then we will have to get rid of depleted uranium, which is not a problem because you can just dump it. So yes, we'll have to get rid of that depleted uranium, and we will have to bring in uranium, which we still have to figure out how to get. So we'll put uranium ore in here. We will have to bring in some stone. That's not a big deal. Stone. Rock, it's called. Then we have to have some filter media, which also is not going to be a big problem because we basically got everything already. And we have to get rid of slag here. So that is a loose zinc. That is slag. Now, we also get some water here, which will be connected to this one here. And actually I forgot that in the design. So let's bring it in here. So you will be water like this, and you will have priority to go in. So that's some more water there. And we need, what we absolutely need is we need to bring in seawater, which I also do not yet have. Actually, we don't need that much seawater, if I'm correct. That should be enough seawater to get everything started. Yeah, it does make sense though to put an external. So to start it up, we need Is it on? Yes, it's on 0. So what we should see things getting produced. Oh, we still need sulfur. I forgot sulfur. We need sulfur, of course, for the acid. So let's get this going too. So, why? I was wrong. Lose source. We need lime. Was it limestone? No, sulfur. Exactly. That's why we double check. So, sulfur. So that should get acid and we should see everything being produced. And then we want to have seawater here. Fluid source. Some seawater in here, which will produce our brine in the beginning to actually start this up. Later, when the reactor is running, this will not be used anymore, but it's prioritized correctly. So that should not be a problem. So it will produce brine. Later, those will produce the brine for us. And it does absolutely make sense, at least to start up, we need it. We need to have a fluid source here, which gives us water. We can also fill them manually, but this will fill those tanks. As you can see, tank is filled. Also, this one is going away. It's filling our tanks, but we can also get rid of it as long as seawater is connected. Seawater is important. And what we could also see is a fluid sink here, like this, and it will take out the depleted steam. So we can take out depleted steam here. We should not do that if there's not water connected here and we are sure that there's actually water coming in here. Now, as you can see, it's not yet full. I'm stopping it anyway, so we are not getting water out. I just want you to see like how the system is working. Now, as you can see, we have to provide it for quite a long time to get it to the 16 units of fuel to operate. Once that has happened, we should be able to start it up, and it will drink out a lot of this water, but we of course should also unpause this. But all the steam that gets brought out is put in here, and we get a lot of water back. We are also making more water here. Output is full. That is weird, as this one should generally have the inputs here. Well, 2 of those should run 100%, and if not, something is wrong. Maybe we should upgrade this one to a large pipe. That should help. You're 33. Oh, we need to upgrade you and you. Otherwise, we cannot get rid of this water. So we are putting the depleted steam in here to get water back, and because we only get 75% back, we need to take some seawater and make it into this brine. Now, I forgot that. So we also have here, so we have the output priority on this one, but we also have some brine that needs to get dumped. So that's 6, so that's 18 that needs to be able to be dumped. So let's bring that out to here, I think. So you also need to get dumped. For now, we can just use a fluid thing. So you are brine, which we dump, and this should hold water. It should produce more water than it needs. This is really important that it does that. All excess is just going into the cooling tower. So why is it now not? Output is full. Oh yeah, of course, the spent fuel needs to go in a where are we? Into a radioactive waste storage, and I built the plant so that we can actually put more than one, and we can just stack them behind. So that is working, and it is producing quite a lot of power, if I'm correct. So we can produce 6 times 15 megawatts. So 6 times 15 megawatts, so that's 90 megawatts of power, which will be enough to power our arc furnaces for steel and stuff. Now spent fuel is going in here, we'll at some point have to recycle it, blah blah blah. That's gonna work. I think that's a really cool design I got here. I'm pretty proud of it. And as I said, we can, as long as we put water in here again, we can use this depleted steam to get even more water. So we can get up to, what is it? Almost 200 steam out, depleted steam out. And it will still... that is weird. Okay, something is not prioritized right. I will figure this out, but basically we can take steam out, which the reactor doesn't need, as long as we put normal water back in. And yes, now we can also test the overheating system, as you can see there. And this should give us enough time to react to it, and we should not see the reactor overheating. So that is great. I will figure this out. I will make it in a blueprint, and we are gonna see each other next time in the actual